Hello everyone, and here is finally your NEFR recap about what happened at NEFR.
Spoiler alert!
So I'll let Margaret get started on what happened on day one.
So day one, Concord Pond on Recce, we could tell that it was really loose gravel. They had done a lot of work on the roads. And I had the jitters from crashing into a tree in 2019, the last time I did the event. So I took it conservatively and made it through those two stages. And when I hit stage 3, which was South Arm, it was more packed gravel. I just took off and kept a really great pace, and by the end of the day I was almost a minute in the lead, I think.
Fast, yeah. Great day for Margaret on day one. We had lost our area speed factors because we hadn't raced with area since 2019. We filed an inquiry and were able to get put up in the starting order, which was great. Really great job by area there. Unfortunately for me, I wanted to fight with TJ and Dylan for regional, and just starting on the first pass of Concord Pond, the car had no power, and more than half throttle the car would cut off. It was running extremely lean. So we had a regroup between the two passes of Concord Pond. I saw that I had a intake hose that did slide. I tried to fix it. Second pass of Concord Pond was the same. We are much slower than we were in 2019. So we came back to service. The crew worked on the car, trying to fix the issue which we thought was a vacuum leak. And also during that service, one of the banjo bolts broke on a caliper. We had to change the brakes and hurry up to get everything fixed in 30 minutes. Running back to the car at the end of service, I rolled my ankle, didn't see swell under the top, and twisted my ankle. Didn't see much of it, got back in the car. We went out, we're almost late at out of service, just a couple of seconds left for our minutes, and getting to the afternoon loop, exactly the same thing, no power in the car. Car was running extremely lean. So trying to find a sweet spot where we could cruise the car through the stages. We lost obviously a lot of time. We're almost a minute and a half behind Margaret at the end of the day. And coming back into service in the evening, my ankle was extremely swollen, and the car wasn't running at all. So the crew started to look at the car. At that point, was thinking more retirement than anything else. And finally, at 1 a.m., the crew got the car fixed. It was a bad MAF sensor. Our spare MAF sensor was bad too. That's why it took so much time to figure out. And we finally were able to use a MAF sensor from the Recce car, which fortunately is the same O4 SCI as the other cars. And so we started day 2 with the car running in a very swollen ankle, and Margaret with a big lead.
Yeah, I had a big lead, and I kept it up through the day. The only issue we had Saturday is we lost our comms. Just at the end of the last stage of the evening, so I had new comms for Saturday. But we set a strong pace. Jen and I, this was our 4th or 5th stage rally together, and we know what each other needs on stage, and we just really clicked on this one. It was fabulous. We only had one really bad oops where I needed to take a right 3, and I started to take a left. It was a left 6 into an immediate right 3, and I just heard the left 6, and I was pretty much flat out, and so we almost did not make that turn. But other than that, it was pretty uneventful for us. My car ran flawlessly. We had no problems.
Yeah, that was our first time really doing a gravel event on the new Samsonite suspension, and
Oh yeah, the suspension was awesome.
that worked really well. Really, no issue with that. Yeah, my co-driver was great too. Jonathan, it was his first time doing NEFR. That was our first stage gravel rally together. We only did Pennsylvania. Really great experience with him on day two. The car was running well. We started by setting some good times. We were pretty cautious in the tricky section, especially as this goes that I'm always afraid of. We were going slow on the second pass of Aziscos. The competitors in front of us were stuck in the ditch shortly after the starts, and were already too far behind Margaret. There was no way we were going to catch her, so we stopped to pull those guys out of the ditch. They ended up finishing third on the podium, so that was a great story there. And we finished the day pretty well with finishing, grabbing back second place. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We're happy with our performance. We took it safely, and the new generation of racer is coming in the room. It's going to finish our recap.
Wanna come in over here?
Oh, look,
Hey.
who's there?
Hey, yeah, we're on video. You wanna come on the video?
Yeah.
And these are our grandbabies.
Yay. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Thank you.
Way to come across the finish.
It'll be my first time on the podium for first place.
We're not back yet.
We're not back yet.
Many thanks to our crew. We thought we would withdraw last night. They worked until 1 a.m. to fix the car, figure out what was wrong with it. And 1 a.m. they came back. It's like, yeah, we fixed the car. Like, let's put some ice on that ankle and let's go race today. First gravel event with my new co-driver, also Jonathan. It was awesome to be back today and have some fun.
Very well. So, Jonathan, how's this guy as a driver?
He did great. I mean, he was consistent through the whole weekend. Didn't take too much risk. Kept the fast pace, and it paid off.
So, congratulations to Frog Racing's Emmanuel Sachet, and now we'll have the rest of the team come on. Well done. So, Emmanuel got second with Jonathan, but in first place for limited all-wheel drive, Margaret Sharon and Jenny Holden. The princess is here. Margaret, congratulations.
Thank you.
That was a heck of a race. You did an amazing job. Watching you the whole weekend was just fun.
Yeah, after I got over the Concord Pond jitters, everything clicked and I drove my ass off.
So it didn't look like you had the jitters to us on the side.
Well, the last time I was here in 2019, I hit a tree, so I was a little bit nervous.
That's understandable. Well, you held it together and you didn't show it, except, maybe your co-driver noticed it. So, Jenny, what did you think of this weekend?
Something took over my driver at stage 3. And she just went. It was great.
So, a little bit of possession happened and you got fast. But usually that has something to do with the co-driver. What did you do to prompt the extra performance from Margaret?
I think I'm kind of the first co-driver that's been consistent for her, so now we're working it out. Things are starting to click.
Most every event, I've had a new co-driver every time, so this is our 4th stage rally together, so we're really meshing and clicking. And she knows what I need.
There you go. It's all about the chemistry. So go up and make your husband know who's boss. It's the princess. Has done so much to help other competitors. as we've mentioned, at times a stable of up to 6 vehicles, and his coaching and mentorship means a lot. Well done.
The winner!
1-1, yay, first place, yay! First place, yay! He won! Yeah, the boys only got second place.